I'm Frankie Jost, and I am a wake surfer. And I travel around the country, going to contests and events and stuff like that. I surf almost every day in the summer. I'm out on the water every day in the summer, I guess, with my parents or with my friends. It's a good time. I started wake surfing when I was around 5 or 6, and it just went from there. I started out on a wake skate on a long rope, and then as I got my balance more, they pulled me closer, and then my dad taught me how. My dad used to be a pro snowboarder, and so he was really into all the board sports. And he's really into the water too. So we were always out on the water when I was little, and he was wake surfing and wakeboarding, and he just got me into it.
Well, the way we got into wake surfing and got the whole family involved was that, well, Jamie and I met in the summer, and we spent all of our time together in the boat, as much as we could anyway. And then once we got married and had Frankie coming along, it was like just a natural, just kind of stream of things, you know? Always loved it. Could not get that girl off the board. She'd go around the lake 19 times, you know, for hours before she would agree to getting off.
Growing up in Alexandria is a lot of fun when you love the lake because there's so many lakes here, and the summers here are really nice, and so you just get to be out on the lake every day with your friends, and it's really awesome. The lakes are definitely my favorite part about Alex. My parents bought the Lake Carlos Marina this April, and they've been working at that this summer ever since, and they really like it, and it's a lot of fun for me because I get to be on the water every day, and it's fun for my parents because they love just everything to do with the lake and helping people get out on the lake and stuff like that. I think wake surfing is important to Minnesota culture because it helps people see a new perspective of the lake, and it gives them more drive to get out on the lakes, and it shows them what fun that they can have in Minnesota.
Ella, like when she shoves, it's like you're shoving, but like she goes like this, and then like tries to bring it back.
When I practice, I usually surf with either just my dad or with my friend Cole Sorensen. And then we just go out and each do our competition run, which we time ourselves. So a competition run is usually about 2 minutes. So you can practice a 1-minute run one way and then a 1-minute run the next way. And you just get as many tricks as you can in there. And that's how we practice for contests. We just try and make it the most like the same environment that we're going to be surfing in at that time. And we just learn new tricks together, and Cole and my dad are really good at teaching me new tricks, and they're patient. Cole is also doing really, really well this year. He won Worlds last year, and then this year he's been doing great too. He's gotten a lot of first places. My dad used to compete, but he quit because they started their own business, Hang Loose Minnesota, and that teaches people how to wake surf and paddleboard, and that got really busy, so he didn't really have time anymore, and now they have the marina, so even more of his time is taken up, so he just coaches me and helps other people. Wake surfing has brought me a lot of friends, and it's brought me to a lot of cool places. I get to travel all summer to go to different contests, and that's definitely one of my favorite things to do with wake surfing, because you make friends at these contests and then you get to see them every year when you go back, so that's really, really cool. And it's like you were never gone, you're just good friends pick up at the contest. And my friends here, even in my hometown, wake surfing is just a fun way for us to hang out. We get to do it all the time together. It's really fun. We teach each other new things. We just have fun, like going doubles or whatever you can figure out to do. We just make stuff up as we go. It's a good time.
The board sports in Minnesota on the water are really a great part of our community and our traditions in Minnesota. When we're on the water, we're not worried about anything else. No, we're not worried about the next appointment or the next bill or the next homework. We're just thinking about the lake and what we're going to be doing.
Visit pioneer.org/postcards to catch up on missed episodes and to find out more about your favorite segments. This program on Pioneer Public Television is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4th, 2008. Additional support provided by Mark and Margaret Yakel-Julien in honor of Shalom Hill Farm, a nonprofit rural education retreat center in a beautiful prairie setting near Windham in southwestern Minnesota. ShalomHillFarm.org. Live Wide Open, a regional movement that encourages people to make a great life for themselves in west central Minnesota. More at livewideopen.com. Alexandria, Minnesota, a year-round destination with hundreds of lakes, trails, and attractions for memorable vacations and events. More information at explorealex.com.